Good morning. We're going to make sure that nobody's trying to get in. Okay, we're going to take an inhale and an exhale and an inhale. Good. Way to run in. Good, Karen. Good. Run down. And I love it. I love the hats. And two. Beautiful. Good morning. Good Christmas Eve morning. And up. Now stay down and hold. Good. All right, now we're in a second position. Our heels are heavier than our toes. Our knees are tracking with our second toe. I'm distracting you from the quad pain by giving you lots of verbal cues. Do you like that method? Your knee tracks with your second toe. Your toes are light. Your palms are facing the sky in a state of receptivity. Your booty is getting more work than your knees. Good morning, everybody. I'm so glad to see you. All right, hold here for 5 more, 4 more, 3 more, 2. Now let your hands down. We're going to do a little flexion and extension. We're still waking up the back, round, up, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale, and up, and back. Now we're going to add a rotation with our spine. Drop the shoulder, and I'm saying shoulder, but really it's about thoracic rotation. The upper back is rotating. Inhale and exhale. So you can keep your shoulder blade down the back if you need to. Your inner thighs are waking up. And you might go a little deeper. This is dynamic warm-up, dynamic stretching, getting blood flow, warming up the fascia, making us really springy so we can be springy elves tomorrow. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we're going to roll all the way up, and then bring those feet together. Let's take some calf raises. Take an inhale and an exhale, and an up and down, and inhale. And then let's go over some cues. When you lift up, each toe has equal weight. So you have the 5 toes. Each toe head has equal weight. You're really making sure your pinky toe doesn't deviate. Good morning. I'm so glad you all are joining. Hello. And up. It's almost like you have a tennis ball between your ankles. That way you don't give in to the ankle's tendency to invert or sickle out. That's how 90% of all sprains happen, and we need those little ankles strong. Now the calves are getting stronger. Knees are long but soft. 2. Inhale. And an exhale. Let's take a set of chair squats. So the heels are about shoulder width apart. Sit back in a chair. I'm going to be changing my view so that you can see me. From the front, you can see that my knees are tracking with my second toe. And I'm looking at you in each of your screens. But what you want to also know is you want to own that your knees know how to track with your second toe. This muscle right here gets active when the knee tracks well. It's the VMO. From the side, you can see my booty goes back. From the side, you can see my booty goes back. You all look good. What you're making sure not to do is doing that. You don't want the knees to thrust forward. You want to be glute dominant and not knee dominant. That looks really good. If you have any knee issues, stay in a healthy, pain-free range of motion. All right, we're going to increase that pace a little bit. And take 4. Beautiful. And 3. I love it. 2. Now stay down and hold. Now a little baby pulse. 10, 9, breathing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now come up. We're going to do a fun little squat, ankle to thigh. Sit down in a one-legged squat. Your hips are level. You're opening up this hip, but this leg is staying stable. You can hold your palms here if you'd like. And hold. If you want more work, go lower. 10, 9. Now, once you see me, if there's any tension in your neck, change your gaze, probably by tilting your chin, depending on where your camera is, so there's no wrinkle in the back of the neck. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Watch out. I'm adding on foot on the inner thigh or the calf. Did you see how I did that? Did you see that? Good. Add on. Now this is tree pose. One-legged stability is really important for that glute medius. Hold here. Beautiful. It's really important to prevent falls. It's really important for low back function. Hold that. With your arms overhead, it's very easy to rib flare, so make sure the ribs are still with your abs tucking in a little bit so the ribs are over your pelvis. You guys look great. Inhale. 2. There you go. And good, that's okay. If you fall, that means you're trying. I love it. And you can learn from the fall. So no problem, no shame. Lift and spread your toes. Sit back in that chair. Let's do the other ankle to thigh. Good. If you'd like to add on your palms together, prayer pose. This ankle, thigh, this hip's getting a stretch. This leg's getting a one-legged squat. Make sure you're not sending your hip out to the side like a person who's holding a kid on their hip. You want to be level in the pelvis. Yes. Now, if you have any neck wrinkle or tension at all, just change your gaze, look down. You can depend on my audible cue to get us out. So you don't have to look I want us to have our body safe as we practice these poses. 5. That's great. You can sometimes tell a difference in the legs, so that's fine that you're noticing that struggle. That's great. 3. A lot of times the dominant mover leg is harder to stabilize on. So just see if that's true for you. Get ready. We're going to add on, good Pam, this foot that's on your ankle on your thigh is going to go to your tree pose, Vrikshasana. I'm losing my elf shirt. Go up and hold. Beautiful. That's it. I like it. You see how you just got your balance and you put your foot back up, a motionless correction. Good. Breathing. Stand tall. The knee is long but soft. The hip is hugging into the midline. Your ribs have some tone around the abs, maybe 5%, so that your low back doesn't get too sway. Anytime the arms are overhead, you're vulnerable to that. So you want to use your abs to stabilize this. It's called lumbopelvic stability. 3. Good. You guys look great. Open up that knee like you're opening up the page of a book. 2. Feel that external rotator on that hip. Good. I love it, Pam. Bring those hands down and let those feet come down to the floor. Gorgeous. All right, we're going to add on. Let's take another second position squat. The heels are heavy and the knees track with the second toe. Now what we're going to do is add a possibility. So if you'd like to add on, lift up both heels. We'll call it elf in high heels. And we're going to leave the heels up as you lower down. If that's too much, if you have any metatarsalgia, any plantar fasciitis, any foot issues, then leave your feet flat. And if it's too much for your knees, stay in a range of motion that's appropriate for you. But you don't want to avoid knee flexion. Even if your knees have a little issues, you want to keep them moving. Being static is going to be worse than keeping it in a range of motion that works. Now I've got my heels up. Each toe has equal weight. I'm not dominating on my pinky toe. It's not a weight-bearing toe. It's not meant for all this weight. So all the toes have weight. 3. Good. Heels up if you can. Knees track with your second toe. 2. Hold here. See if you can add a little bonus pulse. Heels are still up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now lower your heels. Stay here. Just try to stay still. Shoulder blades are down. Heels are down. Your feet are flat. 8, 7. These legs are working. 6, just in case we don't get to move tomorrow. 4, 3, 2. Inhale. Now on your exhale, come back up. Beautiful. Now we're going to take a little quad stretch. Let your right arm come back. Right hand to right foot. Good. I'm going to move back so you can see me. Good. So I'm going to show you from the side that I'm keeping my ribs down and my pubic bone pulled up. If you'd like to add on, push your foot into your hand and feel that it's in yoga, it's called Dhanurasana. And hold. 10, 9, beautiful guys. 8, 7, 6, belly pulls in. 5, 4, 3, 2. That's wonderful. Inhale. On your exhale, bring that foot gracefully back down. That whole side of your body probably feels more open. Inhale, left arm to your foot. Hold that arm out. Good. Now this is a quad stretch and a psoas major stretch. This major hip flexor attaches to your lower spine. And so when it's tight, it can create some low back dysfunction. So we're really, this is a great stretch if you've had to drive for a long time, sit at your desk for a long time, or if you're active. It always needs help. All right, here we go. If you'd like to add on, push your foot into your hand. Steer that left hip down. It's going to try to open up like this. Try to steer the hip down. Good. I like it. Love it. Oh, good, Karen. 4. Good, Catherine. Just put that foot back in when you can. You feel all those foot muscles working. 3. Good, Jean. 2. Good, Shereen. Inhale. Here we go. Exhale. Come back. Nice. We're going to do one more for the booty. Hands to your hips. Lift up your right leg. Now, if you want to modify, stay here. If you'd like to go all the way, you can go parallel to the floor, arms up. This booty's working. This booty's going to work. Just hold steady. 10, 9. I'm going to turn so I can see you. 8, 7. Good. 6. Walls in the way. 5, 4. I like it. 3. Beautiful. 2. We're going to add a pulse. Pulse that leg up. 10, 9 with the booty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down. Anybody feel that booty from yesterday's work? So go over other side. Parallel to the floor. Warrior 3 is what this is in yoga. It's a balance pose. You guys look great. Nobody's dropping the ribs. Energizing that back knee looks good. Hips are square to the floor. Good, Catherine. Do the best you can. If you need to just modify with the diagonal. Okay, baby pulses, up leg. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale and exhale down. Good job. That looks great. We're going to take it down to the floor. Please meet me in a down dog. Down dog is the upside down V. If that's too hard, let's say you've got something going on, you can take a hip stretch. You can take a hamstring stretch. You're just going to listen to you. All right. This looks like an upside down V. You can bend one knee and bend the other. Bend one knee and bend the other. So if you need to move your camera, you can. 5. Keep going. 4. 3. 2. Good. Heels press. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to take a plank. You all know I love planks. And if you need to take something else, you can do cat-cow on your hands and knees. The plank could be on your elbows. You can also do it on your hands. Your ribs are lifting, so you're not sagging in the low back. Your knees are strong. Your heels are straight up and down. I'm going to look at you. Yes, but you can be looking down. 5, 4, 3. Everybody I see in the screen looks good. 2. Now on the 1, rest your pelvis. Now this is swan. You're going to be belly pulling away from the floor as opposed to sinking. Press your hands if you'd like to add on and lift up a rib at a time and hold. Good. I like the shoulder blade down the back. Good. That looks great. Your upper back is your focus. You're making sure you're not just hanging out in your lower back. You're lifting the belly off the floor like there's a piece of ice underneath your belly. 3, 2. Now exhale. Bring the elbows back down. They're directly underneath your shoulders for humeral care, for shoulder care. Curl your toes if you're doing the plank. Come on up. To modify, you can go to your knees. To make it harder, go to your toes. To make it harder, push through your toes. Go back through your heels. Push through your toes. Go back through your heels. It's like you're in a hollow tube. Push forward, go back. Push forward. a hollow tube. If anybody used to watch Willy Wonka like I did every time it came on, there was Augustus Gloop went through this chocolate tube in this chocolate factory. That's what you're imagining. You're Augustus Gloop and you're going through that tube. 4 more times, 3 more times, 2 more times, 1 more. Now rest your pelvis. Right now you're in Sphinx. If you'd like to add on, press your hands on the floor and come up to Cobra, also known as Swan in Pilates. A lot of the moves cross over. Thoracic extension is our goal. Good, Pam. Yeah. You have to take off some of the elf sweaters when you're doing these exercises. 3, 2, 1. We have 1 more plank in the front position, elbows down, curl your toes, exhale, energize that body. Now you can stay here. If you'd like to add on, lift your right toes off the floor, lower them down. Lift your left toes off the floor, lower them down. You do not have to add this on. I'm just adding possibilities. Good. 4 more, a little lift. 3, without lifting the booty. Lift your ribs up a little bit. 2, Catherine, up towards the sky. Pause. Check in with your plank. Your shoulder blades are flat on the back. Your ribs are lifting. Your knees are long. Inhale. Exhale. Rest your pelvis. Forearms down. Hands press. Good. Hold. Now, while you're in this position, look over the left shoulder and gently stretch your neck. Belly pulls up. Good. Everybody I see looks good. And then look over the other side. And Jean, you probably know I lost your camera view. I can just see your name. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower back down, child pose. First one of the day. Press your hips back, arms forward. 5, act like I'm pressing your low back like we used to in the live classes. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to prop up to our side planks. If you have a shoulder issue that doesn't allow this, I'm going to show you a backup move. Here's side plank on your shoulder. That's easier. On your knees or on your feet. If you need a backup move that doesn't involve the shoulder, you can do these double leg lifts. That'll still work your core. Otherwise, hold with me for 10, 9, 8. There you go. 7. That's it. 6. Imagine you're in a toaster slot. 5. 4, your body's against a wall. 3, 2. Now I'm going to turn so I can see you. So your elbow is down. If your elbow likes more support, double up your mat. Come on up. 10, good. 9, 8, 7. You can get 10 when you get there. There you go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lower down your hip with care. Never just collapse in your shoulders when you're transitioning into a pose. It's as important as the pose. Just like in life, the transitions are important. Come on up. If you want to add on, this foot can go in a tree on your inner thigh or your calf. All right, tree. 10. Beautiful. 9. Looks great, Betty. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good, Karen. 4, 3, 2. Lower that hip with grace. Other side. Elbow can get a doubled up mat. Good, Shereen. Tree pose. I'm going to take this to the calf or ankle or thigh. You choose. If you don't need to do tree, just leave that foot down. 10, 8, 6, 5, 4. Lift up that hip just a little bit. 3. Yep. 2, 1. Good. The hip will drop. And that abductor, we just need to tell it to fire to get your hips up. So it'll drop without our knowing it sometimes. That's what I'm here for. Okay. Now on this one, we're going to add rotation. Let that elbow come down. Underneath your shoulder is the best. Shoulder open down the back. Come up. Now this arm is going to thread the needle. Now inhale, open. Exhale, thread the needle. Leave your hips square to me. Exhale, 3. Rotate the thoracic spine while maintaining stability with the bottom shoulder and the hips. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. That looks great. And lift up your hip still. 7. You don't want your hip to sag or your shoulder. Let's do 10. That was 8. Now, if you're tired, come out. Otherwise, 9 and 10. Now we're going to lower the hip with care. Other side. We're going to put the elbow underneath the shoulder. It's vertical. The humerus is vertical for best alignment. The shoulder blades down the back and up. All right. Exhale. 1. I need to adjust. 2. The rotation happens in the spine. 3. The hip stays square. Exhale. 4. Bottom hip is lifted. Exhale. 5. Inhale. Open. 6. Keep lifting your hip. 7. Good. Finish strong. 8. Your attention is here. 9. Inhale. And exhale. Now on the booty. On your elf booty, we're going to take one that just feels good. The feet come together. Inhale. Exhale. Bound angle. You can let your elbows help you out. If you have a hard time sitting here without your back rounding, put yourself on a pillow. Otherwise, enjoy the inner thighs, pectineus right here. It's getting a stretch. 10. Good. I like what I see. You might also feel your hips here. That's okay. 9. Good. If you don't have elf socks on, this is also a good place you can open up your big toe from your second toe, or if your toes have any deformations, you can start straightening them or opening up the pink toe. Just give some flexibility in those toes. They're important for stability. 5, 4, 3, 2, inhale. Now, lift up through your spine. I'm going to demonstrate. You know you can do this as a backup plan, but I'd like to offer you a couple other harder planks that are in a different position. Fingertips generally are towards your booty. Some people have to do this way. It's okay. Just find what helps you not hyperextend the elbows. Lift up. This is reverse table. If you want to add on, leg out. If you still want to add on, both legs out, lift up. 10. 9. Good. 8. There you go. Look down at your toes. I know in the old yoga books you used to see people throw their head backs, but it's not too good for the C1 occiput, and I want our bones to make it forever. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now take a rest. Bend your knees and just take a gentle counter pose. I'm going to demo how you can do this on a foam roller too. So if my clients gave me this. Isn't that sweet? So it's great for traveling. So you can get your foam roller under your ankles if you want to mix it up. One thing I like about the foam roller underneath your ankles is that it helps your knees from hyperextending. And I don't normally have hyperextensive joints, but sometimes in this posture, Purvottanasana, my knees are easier to hyperextend. So this helps me stay honest. It's up to you though. I'm just showing you different things you can do. 4, 3, good. Lift up your hips more. Yeah, do you feel your glutes fire? 2, 1. Now take a little breather. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. On the floor, bent knees. On the roller, lift up. 10, 9, 8. Good. Way to lift your glutes. Now, if your legs roll out like a dancer here, see if you can keep them neutral. The inner heel is on the floor as much as the outer heel. Your feet are forward, not turned out. See if you can activate those inner hamstrings, which get neglected sometimes. Inhale. Exhale. Lower. Now we're just going to throw another fun stretch in here. Take your legs wide. Inhale. Exhale, go down, either hands on the side or in the middle. Relax. Good. You're stretching out. Yeah, very good. Somebody, yeah, I like to wiggle in it. You can see that I'm doing that. It just sort of helps me find out what's happening. So help yourself. If you want to, it's like putting on a cozy sweatshirt, just wiggle in there and you'll sort of settle into where you want to be. I like that. Somebody, yeah, that's a girl. I see your hat wiggling. Somebody told me there's a scene in Elf where he does a split in the elevator. So, you know, at the end of the day, I'm going to Google that. So we'll see. 5, we're all elves, just stretching out our inner thighs here. 4, 3, Every exhale relaxes your inner thighs, but it also relaxes your shoulders and your neck. Take an inhale and come back up. That was beautiful. Now we're going to take our legs more in a slight bend, not much. Make sure you have the mat behind you. And you're going to take an inhale and do a partial roll down. The partial roll down is determined how low you go by if you can keep your feet down on the mat. So if your feet kick up here, that's the end of yours. If you can go down and up, that's great. If you can do that, then go for the long knee. So everybody in the boxes, you may look different than the person next to you. I have another way to make this harder. If you want it harder, frame your ears with your biceps and try to keep your arms by your ears. The arms are going to try to go forward, especially right here, but I'm just showing you ways to make it harder. Good. And if you're almost there, but you're not quite, what you could do is on those hard parts right in here at 30 degrees, just kind of lower your arms for that moment in time. And then, good. Those of you that know rollover in Pilates, you're doing it, and I can tell. Officially, the rollover in Pilates adds a little spine stretch. It's not a hamstring collapse. It's like there's a big beach ball on your thigh and you're rolling over it. Inhale. There's a saying in yoga that you're as young as your spine. So you notice we always do something in flexion, extension, rotation, lateral flexion, and axial extension. That's going to keep your back really healthy and young. All right, take an inhale. I'm going to add on a way to make this harder if you would like. Now to make it harder, your hands go here. This is officially called neck pull, but we don't pull our neck. So you're hinging, hinging, hinging. When you can't hinge anymore, flex your spine and control it down. Inhale, exhale, come up. Now that's pretty hard to do. A lot of people have to put their arms forward. That's okay. Hinge, 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 hinge. When you cannot hinge anymore, flex your spine. Good, exhale. If this is just not working out, do the partial roll down that I showed first. That's why I show those first, so you can layer it. Squeeze your knees together. Very good. Good, very good. Take two more. Squeeze your legs together. Good, Betty. I saw how you helped that. That was good. Roll. Again, exhale up. Go over. Now lift. This time we're going to roll down for the 1 minute roll down. So I'm going to count to 60. Inhale. 1. I've been accused of counting slowly. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pam, you don't get to override me in counting. That's why I have you on mute. 8, 11, 12. Squeeze your legs. Now, if it is too hard, you could grab a Dynaband, wrap it around your feet, and kind of help yourself out, or you could hold onto your thighs. Where was I? 10? I'm just kidding. 20, 25, 30, 35. Now pull your belly in. If you look down at it, it should be dropping about an inch. Every time you exhale, your transverse abdominals pulls in your belly. If you need to go down and it's hurting your back, you need to go down. But if you can, scoop. If you need more flexibility, helping that back, bend your knees a little. That'll relieve the tension off your pelvis. Okay, try it. 15. I know it's hard. You're doing great. Face soft. Like if someone walked in, they wouldn't be worried for you. 5, 3. Good, Catherine. 2. Full body stretch. And when you're in this, shift through your legs, shift through your arms, and then place your hands by your hips. I'm going to back away from the wall just a moment. We're going to take leg circles. I have on a pair of shorts under these, so everything's good. All right, we're going to take a set of circles where your goal is to keep your shoulder blades glued to the mat. If your head is tilting off the floor and you feel that you're not comfortable, you want to put a pillow under your head and or your shoulder blades and ramp yourself up on the shoulder blades to keep those ribs down and keep that neck happy. No bones should hurt. No joint should hurt when we do this. Now, if you have a click, you want to decrease that range of motion and avoid that click, click, click. If you have one pop, that's okay, but not clicking multiple. One more. Now inhale, go the other way. Glue your left leg to the floor. glue your ribs to the floor. Mobility, strength, abdominal, right here should be active. Your abs should be active. Shoulders are going to try to hike up. See if you notice it. Drop them back down like lily pads on a pond. 3, good. Everybody looks good. 2, 1 more. Inhale. Now on your exhale, hug that leg in. And let's use this opportunity to point and flex as if you're waving through your toes, because you really want dexterity in those toes. You see I'm using my fingers because they're neurologically tied to the toes. Now circle the ankle. Bigger, bigger, bigger. You feel it working, and flexibility. Go the other way. Good. All right, that leg down on the mat. Pour the leg, pour the other leg, or lift the other leg. And shoulders drop, lily pads on a pond. Good. So they're basically, you're allowing the shoulder blades down. You're not forcing them down rigidly, but you're not allowing them to kick up. When you're doing Pilates, you can notice, where do I tend to hold tension when I'm using one part of my body? What other parts of my body tend to try to help and get recruited unnecessarily? We're trying to decrease how much those excessive tensions occur in life and make it really specific to what we're working. So abs, thigh muscles. Now we're going to reverse it after that 10th one. 10. Pour the right leg down to the floor like it's strapped down. 6, 5. These muscles should be working. 4, but with flexibility. 3, and we're pumping lymph because the inguinal crease has lymph nodes. 2, keeping our immunity up. And on that last one, you're going to hug that leg in. Now point and flex and act like you're trying to do the wave with your toes. All right, spread out those toes and like you're tapping your toes one at a time. Now circles really big. Keep breathing. And then big circles the other way. Did one ankle feel different than the other? This is where we pay attention. The one that you've sprained a lot sometimes feels differently. All right, both legs in and hug them, and you can just make any free movements you'd like. We're going to do corkscrew next. Lift up both legs. Now glue them together like there's a red ribbon between your elf tights. Hands on the floor. You're going to circle your legs as a unit. Come back to 12 o'clock. Inhale. Imagine you're drawing a large clock on the ceiling. Now circle the legs as a unit. Inhale. And exhale. Circle. Ribs down. And exhale. I like it. Everything I see looks good. And I know it's hard, especially if you're like me and you have hamstrings that run tight. See if you can lengthen your knees without pain. Lengthen your knees as you get warmed up. Now we're going to do 4 more. 4. Good. Back to center. 3. Back to center. 2. Good. Abs, abs, abs. You're doing great. 1. Now, remember how we did bound angle? Take your feet soles together, reach your hands through the window, let your knees go wide. This is another one where I like to do a rock. If you want to do that, you're just fine. Yeah, or if you have a toe, like your pinky toes headed towards a bunionette or your big toes headed towards a bunion, this is a great place to stretch out those toes. Even just 2 of them. 5. You can pull your toes and pop them here. 4. Keep the mobility. Once they're rigid, it's really hard to do corrections. So keep some mobility in there. 4, 3, 2. We're going to take a bike ride. It's going to be awesome. So lift up your legs and imagine you're bicycling in the air. Now, before we go anywhere on the bike ride, check your abs. They should be firing. If you don't feel it, put your feet further away from you and feel how that's firing. If your low back is getting more sway, use your abs to power the ribs down. If you cannot keep it down, use a pillow. I'm going to offer a suggestion. You can come all the way up to your booty like you're climbing Mill Mountain. Come up all the way to your booty. If that's not working out, then just do a basic 30-degree crunch right here. All right. So if you have any neck issue, put a pillow underneath your head or don't do this and just do the leg circles. So you want to monitor your joints. I don't want anything to hurt your joints. Now, if you want it harder, cross your arms on your chest and glue your elbows down like you have $100 bill here and $100 bill here, and you're gluing your arms into your sides. Try not to throw your elbows out. Hold on to that bill. How about 4 more times? Good. 3, yep, crossing your arms and try to go all the way up to your booty. Kick your legs out forward. That's it. There, you almost did it. Try it one more time. You got it. Yeah, see, I think you can do it. Okay, full body stretch, full body stretch, full body stretch. You should feel like this is warm in here in your abs. Good. We're going to do another one like that. Left foot down, right leg up. We're going to climb a tree. In my heart, I'm a monkey, so I like to do these. You're going to inhale. Now you can go up 30 degrees. That's right, Betty, or come on up. This is a great little hamstring stretch. And come down. Inhale, exhale. It's like an assisted crunch. And then lower down. Inhale, exhale. So what I like about these is you get abs, but you also get a hamstring stretch. 2. I like it. Now, put your foot on the floor further away from you and you'll get up easier. So if you're not quite getting up, put that foot on the floor further away. All right, let's do 3 more. That'll be 8. If you're needing to do another thing, you can just do a hamstring stretch. It's great. 2, this class is for you. Take what you want. Leave what you don't need. Hold it up. Now, this is really fun. Your right leg's in the air. Take your left hand on the outside of that foot. Start crossing the midline. Take your right hand on the floor and hold yourself up and rotate a little bit. Yeah. Outer hamstring. Biceps femoris is notorious for creating knee pain and hip pain. We're getting it. Look over that shoulder. Good, Shireen, that looks great. If you don't feel a stretch, pull that leg higher. Good, that's good. You're getting water. I was getting ready to cue that. That's great. Inhale. Now, this is another, same leg. Take the inside and put your leg out to the side. Your other hand goes behind you. Now we're basically doing an inner thigh stretch. You got it. 5, good, I love it. Pull it up higher. 4, hand helps you stay up. 3. I know it's hard if you're not flexible. It's okay. You're doing great, Karen. That was the way to do it. 2 and 1. I don't do these a lot, so I thought we'll do it for Christmas Eve. Other leg. We've got 8 to do. Whatever you're doing, you're mindful. If you catch your mind going into a place of shame, oh, I can't do them well, let that go. It is a heavy albatross. You do not need to carry. We want to enjoy what we've got. We've got this opportunity to build our abs in a loving, non-judgmental environment. Exhale, 2. Now on that 8th one, hold it up. And I'm going to do a hamstring stretch here. If this doesn't work out, lie down and do it on the ground. The main thing is your mind is here. It's attentive. Your breathing is continuous. To add on, take this right hand, take it to the outside of that foot. Let your left hand go to the back. You're crossing that midline. This leg can really just be anywhere. Look over that shoulder. I'm going to turn so I can see you. Good, Betty. Good. Nice, Catherine. Good, Shireen. Ooh, that's my tighter leg. You can see I've got a knee bend for a modification. 5. Let that hip drop, though, because your body's going to try to roll off of it. Shoulder blades down the back. 3. Good. I love it. 2. Now, we just switch hands and let it go out. It's okay if you're on the ground. Yep. You can have that foot however you want. 5. Inner thigh. Good. I like it. 4. Use the back hand to help keep you up. 3. Rusty, you look great. 2. And 1. All right. Now, we're going to roll down. This time only 20 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Squeeze your knees. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Full body stretch. And we're going to do a fun little double crunch here. Lift up your legs. And without your hands, just see if you can lift your booty. I'm going to move my elf skirt so you can see. See how I'm lifting my booty? And if you put your hands on your abs, that's where it's coming from. Look at my knees. I'm not kicking because most of us are strong in our legs. We're going to try to kick, but don't let yourself kick. The legs are a weight. They're just a weight. Abs. Now, if you want to add on, lift up your shoulders at the same time. I call it double crunch. It's like you're one of those roly-poly bugs that goes in on itself. All right, 10, 9. Remember, you can use a pillow if you need one. 8, if this is not for you, do something else. A hip stretch, that's fine. Just be excited. We're doing something before Christmas. 4, we got it. 3, we're doing it. 2, we're sending it. 1, all right, belly down. This is going to be really fun. You're going to love it. More upper back. You know, I love posture because it keeps us healthy in the spine, and it's so easy to get rounded. If you look at your peers, most of them are probably rounding already. We're going to keep our back really nice. Interlace your fingers, lift up your upper back, lift up your legs. Now, if the legs up is too much, leave the toes down and just breathe. When you breathe, you organically lift up and down. Very good. All right, gaze is down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, relax, switch hands, lift up, inhale. Now your pinky that was on the outside, now it's on the inside. Lift up your arms, lift up your back, lift up your legs. 10. If your hands don't meet, just put them anywhere that feels happy for you. 5, 4, good, upper back. 3, 2, 1. Now hands in front. Lift up your back, but don't use your hands. You're just lifting up your back. Your toes are down. Breathe and feel yourself go up and down. Now add your hands and go up one rib at a time. Bias your pinky on the floor so that your shoulder blade stabilizers, these right here, your serratus anterior, get active, not your upper traps. Lower your shoulder blades so it's serratus, not your traps. Now lower, rest your head, lift up both legs. Lower your legs, lift up your upper back. Lower your upper back, lift up your legs. Lower your legs, lift up your upper back. Awesome. And lower legs, upper back. It's like you're the bottom, keep going. It's like you're the bottom of a hobby horse. When your upper body goes down, your legs go up. When your legs go down, your upper body goes up. All right, 2 more. 1 more. Hands on the floor and hold. 8. Oh, love it. 7. Good, you got it. 6. 5, belly pulls up. 4. 3, good, looking great. 2. All right, inhale. Now on your exhale, rest. I'm going to show you a possibility. You could be a rocket ship going through the air. You could interlace your fingers and lift, or if you would like to grab 1 or 2 feet or 1 or 2 ankles, you can lift up. Now, if that doesn't work, just do the other thing. 5, 4, 3, belly in. 2, so you're never just collapsing in your low back. You have abdominal tone. Relax. We're going to do it again. Inhale and come up. 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. All right, child pose. This time, let your knees go wide. That way your belly goes in the middle and you have room to diaphragmatically breathe. Imagine I'm pressing on your low back like in class. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, more fun and excitement. We're going to lie on our side. And just for fun, lie on your arm and take the top leg. This is called développé or passé. So imagine you're drawing a line up your leg. Now bend your knee as close as your foot can get to your pelvis. Lift it up. There's a hamstring stretch. Lower it. Inhale. Draw a line. Go up. So it's a bit dancey. Point your toe. Enjoy a moving flexibility. It's up and down. Imagine you're on the ballerina nutcracker, whatever that's called, that thing, the production. All right, down. Karen, you know, 7 and up and 8. And this is your chance to add grace and flow. I didn't grow up doing anything graceful, total tomboy. So this is a chance to break old patterns of what you think you are or aren't and bring it into your life. So come up, bend. So you're graceful. You're breaking through old stories that aren't true. If you don't feel graceful, this is our chance to do it. 3, inhale. 4, you're always more than you think you are. 5, 6, I love it. This is so good for the nervous system too. It's called neural flossing. It helps those nerves. When those nerves are healthy, our whole body is healthy, our whole state of being is healthy, our muscles fire better too. So grab something. You could grab your foot, you could grab your calf, your leg. You could use a Dynaband here and hold on to that foot with that. I want you to just enjoy and have fun. If any bad thoughts come across, self-judgment thoughts, let them go and enjoy how good a job you're doing. So feel that. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now let this leg down. It's out of the way and disengaged. It's totally soft like Jello now. Lift up the bottom leg and point your toes. Now lift up and try to take 10 quick pulses up. 10, 9, 8. Inner thigh, knee is long on that bottom leg. Pull your toes back. Do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. One more set. Point. 10, 9, 8. Breathe. 7, 6. Belly in. 4, 3, 2. Pull the toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7. Higher if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Other side. Very good. All right, let's get this arm down. Here we go. Have fun. Be graceful. This is our chance to add flow and grace. So point, develop your leg. Draw a line up and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good. And up and 5. Go higher as you get more warmed up. And 6. Point and flex. 7 and 8. I took that CEU on reducing cognitive decline with thoughtful exercises. So that's why I'm adding some of these layered cues. It helps prevent dementia and other cognitive decline. Let's do one more. Now we're going to reverse that. Let's go pointing up and then flexing down. Inhale, point, and also pump and lift near the inguinal crease. Keeping that immunity up, belly in. I love it. Graceful. 5, shoulders relaxed. 6, face is soft. 7, 8, good. Working out your elf legs. 9, we're going to do one more and then we're going to take a stretch. If you'd like a Dynaband to hold on to that foot, you can. Otherwise, grab something. Yeah, sometimes a Dynaband helps, doesn't it? I like to use this bottom leg as a frame. I've got my shorts on under here, so that this is a PG rated exercise show. Inhale. Now on the exhale, take this leg that's in the air and put it in a 90-degree-ish fold. Basically, you're just getting a passive stretch. Let this bottom leg point. Now you go as high as you can and add a little pulse. Pull your belly in, soften your shoulders. 5, 4, 3, pull your toes back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, point your toes. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, belly in and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Lie on your back. Take your right ankle to your thigh and hold. This one, if you want to rock here and roll, please do. Good. Let me just take a look. Everybody looks really good. I love it. Yeah, if you need any more support under your head, you can put a pillow there. Yeah, if you want a pillow, help yourself. Sometimes that helps so you don't feel like your upper back's coming off the floor. Oh, I'm liking it. Good. Polly, you used to like this stretch. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, and you're just letting everything go, the hip, but also everything else. Just be the breath. Let the breath be you. Let the breath breathe you. And then take that other side, ankle to thigh. Feel how your nervous system is starting to tap into parasympathetic. Breathe in through your nose and feel your diaphragm, the bottom of your belly fills up with air. The breath goes all the way to your heart. The exhale releases any tension in your hip. Your whole body is letting go as you stretch. Eyes can close or even soften the gaze, whatever helps you get calm. That tells the parasympathetic system to calm. Take another inhale. Now, as you exhale, we're going to take one of my favorites, which is the twist, but I want to offer an eagle variation, and I'll show you the other way if that doesn't work out. So with the eagle, your left foot's on the floor, take your right thigh and cross your leg till your foot's underneath your shin, or the best you can do. Shimmy your hips over and lift them up. Now they're stacked. The right arm goes out like a T. If that doesn't work for you, you can take both knees bent and rest them on each other. Yeah. There you go. Perfect. And keep that hip away. I used to come around in class and pull that hip away from you, away from your shoulders. That hip is long. And relax now. Eyes closed. Good, Rusty. 10. And relaxing. Just resting your head even more. Good. 3, 2. Take another inhale. Exhale, slowly bring your torso back into neutral. Realign your spine. And for the eagle twist, your feet are on the floor, your knees bent. Good. I see you already doing it. Left foot crosses. Good, Shereen. And if the eagle doesn't work for you, just rest one knee on top of the other. Stacked normal. Good. And you're probably looking at your left hand. I'm looking at you so I can see you for form. I want you to know that I'm looking out for your form. Good. Your hips are stacked if they can. One way might feel tighter in rotation. If you have that experience, that one side's tighter, maybe you played a sport that was asymmetrical rotation or your job, just stay on that side a little longer. You can always do that with me. I want this class to be for you. Individualize and customize the class for you. Inhale. Now on your exhale, slowly come back and take the bridge. Now just roll up, and this we're going to make enjoyable. One way you can do it is put your arms like a field goal post. You could also interlace your fingers underneath your back and shimmy your shoulders under. And you're not going so high that your low back feels tension. It's just a way to decompress that lumbar spine. Now hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Good, you look great. Inhale. Now either stay there, or if you have a roller, put it under your booty horizontally and let it support your body weight, either like this, or if you want to do a harder one, long legs. The main thing is your back does not hurt in this. It's a good hip opener. The back does not hurt. So the way to modify is both feet down. Now just take a 5 count. 4, 3, 2. Now on the 1, slowly slide the feet up. Take the roller out. And if you need to do any other postures, please do. Let go. And I know it sounds goofy, but just try to induce a yawn. You can do that by opening your mouth or making the noise, oh, but just see if you can induce it. I won't look, so you're so you're able to be free with your face. And see if you can do it a couple more times. It's a quick way to get into regulation if you ever feel dysregulated. So let's say you have a lot going on at Christmas and you all of a sudden feel out of sorts. You can go into another room and take some yawns. So try it a couple more times. If that's not working out, if you're self-conscious being on the camera, you can just shake out tension. That's another thing that mammals do to get rid of nervous energy. Shake it out. You can do both, shake and yawn. These are little tools that you want to have. It's like a speed dial on your internal phone to be able to access your parasympathetic system quickly so that you can regulate when you feel dysregulated. You're such a sacred spirit that it's worth it to get back into feeling like your normal self anytime you need to. So just take a moment, enjoy that sense of peace in your body. How does your body feel? Now ask how your breathing feels. Just tap into yourself and ask how is the quality of your mind. Notice that sweet place. It's basically your home, homeostasis. Keep that sense of peace as you slowly wake your fingers and your toes and you come back into a seated position facing the front of the room. You can let your hands come to your heart and just take a moment to ask yourself how you feel. So you're making sure to check in with yourself daily. Sometimes we can go days and not even ask how we're doing. So you're your biggest advocate. You're just going to check how you're doing. That way you know this sense of calm exists. So if you need it, when you feel anything but calm, you can come back to it. And whenever you're ready, let your eyes open and come back into the room. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm so grateful for you. Merry Christmas tomorrow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will see you on whatever day I see you, Monday. Thank you so much, guys. Bye. Have a great day. Bye, bye, bye.